Hey guys, welcome to my little setup. Ignore the mess behind me, okay? I know I'm in a different location. Today we are gonna be playing with the new Alter Ego Wildwood palette. Now, this actually launched and released, I think it was April 4th. I was actually out of town on the Creators and Friends trip, and then I came home and I was trying to catch up on everything else, and then I ended up sick for legitimately like two and a half weeks. I'm finally feeling better, however, we are camping, and pollen count is high everywhere, so there's still gonna be sniffles, but it's fine. Anyways, maybe camping, but y'all know your girl's still coffee strong all day long. Anyways, before we jump into today's video, I do want to give a big shout out and thank you to my YouTube members for helping to support the channel each and every single month. To those of you that are clicking the thanks button and tipping and donating to the channel, a huge thank you to you all. And for those of you that are returning, commenting, and sharing my videos over on Facebook, ginormous thank you to you guys. Okay, let me take a little break and get some coffee. You guys, anybody else, if you're sleeping in a new location, like the struggle bus is seriously real. I'm in front of a window, by the way, so you guys know the ADHD is gonna be strong watching like the world go on. But anyways, no, it was nice and cozy and everything in here, but it was still like new noises. My brain just could not. It just wanted to keep braining. Alright, so I got my cute little setup here on the floor right in front of this window, and hopefully you guys can hear me okay. If not, there's literally nothing I can do about it. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. On top of that, it's only $22 versus like $68 or $70 some dollars. And coupon code HOTMESS will save you 10% on this Wildwood palette. So I think it's really pretty. I'm going to play around. Probably keep it kind of simple because that's who I am. Alright, I really like there's a mirror in here as well. Now, if you've never heard of Alter Ego to me is like a dossier. You know how dossier always has like inspired by perfumes and everything, and if there's perfumes like YSL and Kilian's and Jo Malone, well, when it comes to Alter Ego, they're the same way. They take palettes such as some Pat McGrath palettes or Natasha Denona palettes, and they make them for us at an affordable price. I'm gonna go ahead, and I really love this Zest color. I don't think it's really picking up on camera how beautifully like vibrant that is, but it's so pretty, and it's like this yellowy green. Kind of reminds me, like right now I'm looking out and the trees are starting to bloom and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. I did forget primer, so we're just doing amazing, sweetie. But I do have some of my YSL, the Touche Éclat, I think is how you say it. It is the Radiant Touch and 3.5. This is what I have as my concealer. Anyways, if you are hoping that I'm gonna like, you know, be on point and all of that stuff and like get to the point, it's not gonna happen here, y'all. It's just really truly not. Alright, we're gonna start with the shade Trail. We're gonna go with that shade. So we're gonna start with Trail, and I'm just gonna pop that in the center. Ooh, the lighting is not the best here. The windows are tinted, so I'm trying to get natural light, but ooh, look at that. But it's not the best, but it's fine. I mean, for $22, Alter Ego's quality is always so good. I think I'm gonna go in next with the shade Oak. It looks crazy dark on here. I think I'm gonna actually mix citrus and oak together. See right down there. Alright, where's my other brush? I didn't bring a lot of brushes, so I'm kind of making do with what I have. Just gonna soften that up just a little bit. And I guess like the way this is laid out, I feel like this is so super user friendly. Looking, you could totally use these 6 shades right here and maybe even dip in. I feel like these are warmer shades, but they're versatile, almost like neutral. So these two will lean over here, or they could go over here, and I love that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not crazy familiar with the Yucca palette and the layout of it and everything. I can't really compare it like that. Anyways, I think next I really want to go into this shade Stream, this beautiful teal color. Again, I know the lighting isn't the best, guys, but we're working with what we got. So I'm just gonna put it in the outer to the middle portion. My husband is a Virgo, and I feel like I never appreciated the outdoors. Like the beach, Avi, you know, totally always enjoyed the beach. But the actual camping in Kentucky or wherever outdoors, I never appreciated it until him and I got together. And now I'm like, look at you, earth sign, changing this air sign a little bit. Like, I love waking up and hearing the birds chirping. It was cute. I walked out. I caught him like looking out the window, and it was so cute. Let's use the zest now. I'm gonna just plop it right on with my finger because I want like a crazy good payoff. Now I'll be 100. I feel like this would probably stay even better if I had like a wet base, like my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base would probably be really good to have that tacky base and then applying this. But on its own, holy moly, more so than what I was expecting it to be with not having a tacky base. So this is amazing. But again, like I was telling you guys, Alter Ego has a wonderful, wonderful formula. This is so fun. Okay, so I know what you're probably thinking. Holy guacamole, Rhonda. I know, but give me a second. It's gonna be okay. Here's the shade Lush, and then I keep eyeballing the shade Thrive. They're similar, but the Thrive is a little bit deeper, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and use both. So let's start with Thrive, and I'm gonna place that in the center of my lid. So pretty, and keeping it in the center, but then lightly buffing it to the outer portion, but not too far out because I don't want it to accentuate any wrinkles and crinkles. But it also kind of helps to like mesh those shades together. And then I'm going to go into the shade Lush. Now, one thing I will mention with these is I feel like they are kind of pressed a bit harder than what I'm used to when it comes to shimmers for this particular palette. But again, I can't really compare it to the Yucca palette. Is that the palette? Could be wrong on that. I'm gonna just blame it on my allergy brain. Normally I feel like the Natasha Denona shimmers are softer and creamier, but obviously the payoff is there with the Alter Ego, so it's giving you what you want. A little bit more hard pressed. Alright, and then under my eyes, I think I'm gonna just stick with keeping it kind of calm. I'm just gonna go back with the shade Trail and Citrus. I'm going to mix these two together and plop that under my eye. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to put my liners on. I'm going to use my Milk Makeup. You guys know I loved that Tarte Sugar, but it ran out and I haven't been able to find it. So I'm going to use my Milk Makeup Infinity. This is in Blaya, or Outer Space, sorry. And then I still have my Makeup Geek Nude. I'm going to use that one. I'll be right back. Alright, so for my lips, I have the Gerard Cosmetics Lip Liner in Melrose Place. The lippy, I cannot tell you, friends, just yet. Stay tuned for that. And then I did top it off with my Butterfly Kisses. I finally got a brand new one. I was scraping the sides of my last one. I wish you guys could see the way the lighting is hitting it. I don't think the camera's picking up on it, but if you want the perfect neutral lip gloss that is literally going to go with everything, you can top it with anything. My 18-year-old wears it all by itself, and it is just so beautiful. It's so stunning. Obviously, I made it. Anyways, code HOTMESS will save you 20% over there at OFRA Cosmetics. And I think also 20% at Gerard Cosmetics. These are the best lip liners ever. Okay, ever. You want a good lip liner? It's gonna stay, it's not gonna feather, it's gonna stay put. Gerard Cosmetics. Alright, let's talk about the Wildwood Alter Ego palette. I am in love, and you can't tell. Yeah, you can't tell in here, but like when I get up under the light and I'm like looking in this mirror, the sparkles, oh my gosh, the sparkles, I kind of got a little sloppy and it came down through here. This palette is so good. It's so gorgeous. I will definitely be coming back because I do want to do a green look, and here's my thoughts. So I feel like this I will need to be a little bit deeper, which is fine because in my palette I've got this deep green that I can use, and I feel like my thought process as soon as I saw those greens is I need to create a look with those greens, and then the latest OFRA Cosmetics highlighter. I forget what it's called. I don't know, Out of This World or something like that. It is a duo shift highlighter, and in one of my videos I'm trying to think which one it was. I think it was my BoxyCharm by Ipsy video. I had the new highlighter on my lids with my palette, and it was so gorgeous. And now I want to create a green look using my green shadow, that new highlighter, and these shades. I just think would be absolutely stunning. So if you are on the fence, you guys, I say go for it. Alter Ego has a wonderful formula. Even though it's affordable, it is a truly good formula. So I have hopefully by now inserted swatches. I stand by what I said. All of the shades and everything, when it comes to the shimmers, they're pressed very firmly but still give you the pop. It still gives you the oomph. It gives you everything you want. No hard panning at all whatsoever. I've never had an issue that I can remember or recall with any of Alter Ego's shimmers hard panning for me. They're just a really good quality formula. So I love the color story here. I'm not typically one that like gravitates too much with warm shades, but like I said, I feel like these shades, although warm, they're like a neutral, you know. You can tell that they literally bounce to either side. I love the layout of this palette. Like I said, I don't think this is the way the Natasha Denona palette is laid out. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. I'm trying to get it to focus. I don't think the Natasha Denona palette is laid out like this. So I really like the way that Alter Ego did it because I feel like it's very, very much user friendly. So anyways, that is all for today's video. I'm sorry I did not get this video up sooner at all. I've been wanting to play with this, and then when we were leaving, I hurried up and grabbed it out of the box, and I was like, I'm going to film this. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. A little different. I'm gonna go film some try-on hauls as well. I love the outdoors now. I'm such an outdoor girl. Anyways, enjoy the beauty. It's finally getting warm here. Allergies whooping my butt, but that's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it because here sooner or later it's good. The lake is gonna be ready to go. Anyways, check me out on my other channels, Hotmess Momma Vlogs, for Curvy Girl fashion hauls over there. Hold on, my eye is watering. My nose is sniffling. Hotmess in the house. And of course, Unconditional Hotmess podcast. Haley and I have kind of taken a little bit of a break. One, because I was out of town. Two, because I've been sick for literally 2 weeks and I didn't want to give her whatever I had because she is a nanny and everything. And I'm like, I'm not trying to make you ill or those babies. So, and then her wedding is coming up legitimately in like 20 some days. I'm so excited. Anyways, we will be back. Just go ahead, follow us over on YouTube so you can get notified. We're also on Spotify. I'm on TikTok and Instagram at hotmessmomma4. Thank you guys once again so much for joining me in today's little eye look. And until next time, as always, kisses from Kentucky. Mwah!